Today I'm going to rerun the test that I did, which is basically the Xenon tube versus the LED. Except last time I ran the test I only had a 10 watt LED. Today I have a 100 watt LED. And we're going to try the exact same test. This was the old 10 watter and this is the new 100 watt. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the Dremel on high speed. And I do need to look up the RPMs on that, but I'm going to flash this at the 1/128th power, which I've determined to be 16 microseconds in a different video. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a photo like that, long exposure, dark room, one flash, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, except I'm going to flash the LED. For the first Xenon test, we're going to be running at a 3-second exposure, so I'm going to have, after I hit the shutter button, I'm going to have 3 seconds to hit the flash. We're running at an f.5 and currently I'm going to be running at an ISO 80, and I do expect that I'm going to have to increase that after I do the Xenon flash, and when I start running with the LED I'll probably have to increase the ISO because, again, we know it's not going to be bright enough. So first test, here we go. I'm going to take one more. I'm going to run it again. We're going to run it again. 200 volts. Alright, so I did it twice at about 100 volts, maybe a little more, and then I ran it again at 200 volts. So what I'm going to do now is I actually did look at the camera and we did actually get some sort of result. Obviously it wasn't as bright as the Xenon flash, we knew that. But it was actually bright enough to see what was going on in the disc, which is that's promising to say the least. So we're going to go ahead and decrease the microseconds to, let's go 10. Okay, 5 microseconds. 200 volts. .5 microseconds. I'm going to increase the ISO on the camera to 1600. I'm still at 2.5 microseconds. This is a half of a microsecond. The RPM of this Dremel tool is Well, it's rated at 35,000 RPMs, which don't know if it actually achieves that, but assuming that it does achieve 35,000 RPMs with a disc radius of 1.7 inches, which is what I'm using, I've calculated the the linear velocity of the edge to be about just a fuzz more than 519 feet per second. So to put that in comparison to say a bullet, a 22 LR bullet would have a muzzle velocity of between 1400 and 1800 feet per second. So this is a little slower than a projectile. However, it's all I have that I can test this with legally.